Friday evening on BBC Radio Sussex and BBC Radio Surrey with Danny Pike. Now, campaigners against Southern Water's illegal dumping of raw sewage into the sea off the Sussex coast are making their voices heard in a novel way, which we'll get to in a second. Back in July, Southern Water was fined a record £90 million for deliberately dumping billions of litres of raw sewage into the sea. The company admitted almost 7,000 illegal spills from several sites, including some in Sussex between 2010 and 2015. Let's go to Brighton Beach now, and Libby Darling from South Coast Sirens is joining me now. Hi, Libby. Hi, good evening.
Hi, how are you? Hello from Brighton Beach and all these wonderful protesters I've got behind me here.
And
we're here tonight.
You've brought your own seats to sit on the beach, I understand.
Yes, we've got our own porcelain pan to sit on, our throne of doom. Yeah, that's right. It took a lot to carry it down here, and we're going to have to carry it back as well.
How many lavatories do you think you have down there?
Well, we've only got the one because we couldn't get hold of any more, but I'm sure if we could have more, we would have more.
Okay, right. And what's your point you're making to Southern Water?
Well, our point is that Southern Water keep on dumping sewage into our sea and releasing sewage into our sea so that surfers and swimmers are falling ill. And it's an absolute disgust. You know, South Coast Sirens, that's who I represent, have had enough. We swim every day, cold water swimmers, wild swimmers swim every day, and we don't want to be swimming through puddles of refuse and puddles of poo. We find all sorts of refuse on the beach washed up. We're swimming past sanitary towels and tampons. You know, it's not right. It's not right for our children. It's not right for our grandparents and our parents, or for us. And change needs to come.
Is your fear that it gets, the more of that happens in the sort of autumn and winter when not so many people are swimming in the sea?
Well, there are just as many people swimming in the sea, and that's our point, is that, you know, and partly down to the pandemic, we've got a lot more people using the sea and accessing cold water swimming. So there are just as many, I'd say, people swimming across the winter months as there are in the summer.
Let me tell you what Southern have said to this. We asked them to come on the programme, but they've sent us this statement. They say they're working to reduce their reliance on what it calls storm releases, but says there are huge challenges from climate change which will increase intense rainfall. It says it's building more storm tank capacity and working to prevent rain from reaching our systems through sustainable drainage, water gardens and wetlands. So do you have a sympathy with them?
Well, not really, because, I mean, they earn goodness knows how much money. They pay their CEO millions and millions of pounds in bonuses and their shareholders, and us, their customers, pay for our sewage to be treated, not to be put in the sea or into the rivers. So really there isn't sympathy there, though. And also, yes, climate change is going to increase the extreme weather. But what we're noticing, certainly in Brighton, that you only have to have a little bit of drizzle for them to be releasing. So it's not an extreme weather that they're releasing. It's just when, you know, even a tiny little drop of rain and out it goes into our sea.
Libby, thanks for joining us down there this evening. Libby Darling and the South Coast Sirens on Brighton Beach as we speak.
Clean seas for all! 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 Clean seas for all!